All right. Hey, everybody. It's RG back with the OpenChairPod. We got Piolas, El Papuch, Luisito over here, and we got the Garcia family over.
Hi.
And today's a special day, and I'm actually going to go ahead and let Luis take over from here.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for jumping on and reviewing the OpenChairPod. Today we are privileged to have Arelie Garcia's family, and they're going to be talking about Arelie Garcia, who's been missing since September 2022, and we're going close on about 6 months here. And so we just wanted to give this family an opportunity to voice out about their sister and who she is as a person growing up in our town. We're very passionate about our community and taking care of our people, and we just wanted to give them another outlet and a different way of reaching out to our people. So thank you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no worries. And just tell us a little bit about your sister, and we'll go from there.
So Arelie, she was born here in Salinas. Es muy payasa, le gusta bromear, like she loves working. The first school she went to was Sherwood School. So she went there from kindergarten to all the way to 6th grade. And I remember when she hit like 5th grade, she was like obsessed with her teacher, Mrs. Baum, because I found a little picture of her teacher in her like cajones. And like I just saw a picture of this random lady. So I was like, Arelie, like, who is this? And she'd be like, that's my teacher. And I was like, why do you have a picture of her? Like, and the lady looked kind of weird. So like I guess she like really liked her. And so after that she went to middle school, Washington Middle School. And and then she went to Salinas High. And she graduated from there. What year?
So where were we?
I don't remember.
Let's see. 2015. She graduated in 2015 from Salinas High. And then after that, she was working here and there. She's always worked her whole life. And then she went to CET in San Jose. I don't know if you guys know about the Center for Employment Training in San Jose.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so we went there. She went for auto mechanic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she went for auto mechanic. She loves cars. She's really into cars.
Classic cars or more the muscle cars nowadays?
I think muscle cars.
Muscle cars?
Yeah. And after that, she got a job at I think she worked in Watsonville for a bit, actually.
Oh, Piolas?
Yeah, she worked in Watsonville for a bit, and what was she working on?
Puro Watson.
Was it
Was it Chevrolet?
I think it was my Chevrolet in Watsonville. And then after that, she got transferred to Salinas. No, actually, she didn't get transferred. She looked for a job here in town. And she started working at my Nissan, and she was there for quite a few years. And then she got transferred like a couple years ago to my Chevrolet, which she hated at first. She hated that job at first. She wanted to go back to my Nissan. But like after she loved it, and like she didn't want to go back because I'm guessing like they were short-staffed or something like that. So they moved her to my Chevrolet. And luego, when the manager wanted her back to my Nissan, like she didn't want to go back there. So she stayed.
Was she working in sales or like auto?
She
auto
is a service advisor.
Service advisor?
Service advisor. Service advisor. Yeah.
She works at Kohl's too.
Oh yeah,
After
she
that,
worked at Kohl's.
She I forgot what year, but she was working at Kohl's. She also works with my husband. She was like taking care of the customers. Where else did she work? I think that was it for her jobs. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool, so hard working then. I was just.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, she loves to work.
And any fond memories? Any good stories? Like besides the teacher in the drawer?
Was like when she wouldn't eat.
Oh, when she used to work at Alice Hall with my husband,
Yeah.
she would always skip lunchtime pretty much. And when my husband would be like, oh, like, go take your lunch, she would be like, oh no, I'm almost done. Like, I'll be out soon. But then whenever his other coworker wouldn't go, she would be calling me like, are you coming? I'm like, yeah, maybe, or maybe not, whatever. And when I would go, I would take her food and she would eat. But
Yeah.
only when I went, because otherwise she wouldn't.
Is she a really social person? Likes to be around a lot of people? Like,
she loves people. I think one of her love languages is gifts. She's always gifting things to everyone.
food?
Food, especially food. Like I think those who check us on comida. Like
Yeah.
she loves food.
Starbucks too.
Starbucks. She's like she like loves Starbucks for sure. The pink drink, the acai drinks. Yeah.
Ahí donde trabajaba en My Chevrolet, pues cuando ocupaba servicio de mi carro que lo llevaba, pues le hablaba y para saber si había chance para hacer el servicio, y ya cuando iba yo para allá, ya me estaba esperando allá afuera, muy contenta, y pues me daba mucho gusto mirarla ahí muy contenta de su trabajo. ¿Y
cuánto le cobraba? ¿Cuánto lo menos?
Ahora había una rebajita por ahí, pero pues, y pues ya me decía, papi, se queda esperando como 1 hora o 2 horas más o menos. Si no, ahí está mi carro, lléveselo y yo le aviso cuando ya esté listo el suyo. Pues sí, me traía su carro y me iba por allá a las tiendas mientras. Y
a gusto.
ya si miraba que traía poco gas, le llenaba su tanque de gas a su carro. Y ya cuando llegaba le dije, no, este poquito gas, tu carro, y bien contenta.
Bien a gusto.
Bien a gusto, sí.
Yeah.
Una pregunta, ¿cuántos años tiene su hija?
25 años.
25 años.
Sí.
Oh, ok. ¿Cuándo fue la última vez que la miró?
La última vez que la miré fue parece que en ese mismo mes, como los primeros de septiembre.
Oh, sí, en septiembre.
Sí, como el 1 de septiembre fue cuando llevé al carro, última vez ahí.
¿Ella seguía viviendo aquí en Salinas también o vivía en otra parte?
Aquí mismo.
¿Aquí mismo?
Sí.
Okay.
Pero ese día salió a trabajar. El último.
Sí, estaba trabajando.
La última vez que la miró salió a trabajar.
Sí, estaba trabajando.
Ajá. Y ya no.
Ya de ahí para allá no la volví a ver.
Pero alguna persona les dijo que la han visto en algún lado.
Pues hasta donde sabemos no hemos sabido nada de ella, de alguien que tenga alguna pista,
Ajá.
alguna información que nos dé alguna pista para saber dónde puede estar.
Y por ejemplo, la policía, ¿qué les ha dicho?
Pues la policía, pues no tenemos mucha información de la policía porque según ellos están trabajando duro en eso, pero no nos lo hacen saber.
Ajá.
Pues es algo que pues nos hace pues que estemos más frustrados porque ellos son los que pueden darnos información y no lo hacen. Entonces pues estamos aquí para levantar la voz y para ver si pueden hacer algo más, porque no estamos conformes con lo que están haciendo, porque supuestamente están trabajando duro, pero no tienen informados como debe ser a la familia.
¿Les han dado alguna esperanza?
Pues no, supuestamente que no tienen pistas y que nomás andan viendo a ver si hay alguna pista, y que han tenido contactos con 20 y tantas personas, 25 personas más o menos, hasta no tengo yo entendido.
¿Y cuándo fue la última vez que estuvieron en contacto con usted?
Pues conmigo estuvieron en contacto hace como unos 3 días. No sé qué es lo que comentarían con ella, detective.
So, fueron a la casa de mi mamá ayer. Okay.
Yeah.
So, fueron a la casa de mi mamá ayer y básicamente nos estaban diciendo que todavía están trabajando en el caso, pero que desafortunadamente no hay ninguna pista. O sea, el caso está muy raro. Y es lo que nos hace frustrate, porque ya van 5 meses y sabemos que están trabajando, pero ¿qué hay de nuevo aparte de que, sorry, like there's nothing, you know?
So what do you guys know about the last day? Was she on her way to work, or was there anything strange about during that last day that?
Everything was strange the last day. Yes. So she usually goes to work like around 7:30. Sometimes she works at the gym like 5:30 in the morning. But I was telling Luis, like, obviously, you know, as a girl, you shower, you get ready for work. So she would get ready at the gym to go straight to work. But that would be early, like 5 in the morning. The day that she went missing, it was like 6:30. So you're not going to be able to work out your whole hour and get ready and then go to work. Like, she had like an hour to work out, get ready, and then go to work. It makes no sense. So, I mean, everything from that day is weird. She got a call from the manager saying, hey, like, your sister's not at work.
Yeah.
So then she called me, and that day was super weird. It literally felt like out of the movie. Like, ever since that day, it's been like out of the movie because it doesn't feel real.
Like once you look back and look at that day and replay it, it's kind of like everything was just a little off.
For sure. Yes.
So she was on her way to work, or she was supposed
That's
to go to work.
what
Yeah.
we think. I mean, what she was wearing wasn't her work attire. She wasn't wearing work clothes. She was wearing leggings and like a little yoga zip up.
And where was she headed to work? Where?
My Chevy.
My Chevy.
Yeah, but
in Salinas, or was it the one in?
no, in Salinas.
In Salinas?
Yeah. So it makes no sense if she was getting ready to the gym at 6. What time was she planning to go to work?
Right.
You know? Yes, and I mean, looking back at it now, like, we break our heads thinking, like, where could she possibly go at that time?
Right.
And, like, for her car to end up in Big Sur, like, an hour and a half away, like, it makes even the whole thing even more weird.
And how much, what that day she was headed to work? When was her car located? Was it the same day or a day after, 2 days after?
So her car was located the same day.
The same day.
Yeah. I logged into the Find My iPhone
Mm-hmm.
because we were. I mean, do you want to say that part when you called me?
Oh, so I call her.
I called her.
All right.
When she found the location for her phone, me and my husband went to search for it, and it said it was at Big Sur. So we got there and passing the bridge on Little River, right?
I think it's Bixby Bridge.
Bixby.
Bixby.
Yeah.
Around there. The car was parked. It was locked with her belongings inside, and she was not there, obviously. The way it was parked, it was not usually how she leaves it, so it was kind of just weird.
It was straight.
Yeah.
Oh, it was okay.
She normally goes back. Like,
Oh, she backs into wherever she
Yeah, and
parks.
then she has like the airbags. Sorry,
No,
she has
yeah.
like the airbags. I don't know what it's called. Like the airbags where her car kind of like lifts
Oh
up.
yeah.
And
Air suspension.
so
Yeah,
she usually
airbags.
puts. Doesn't matter where. Every time she parks, she brings it down, which I hate. Everybody hates that because it's so low. But the car was up. Like obviously, like makes us feel like it wasn't her driving. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe someone else. You think so?
I think so. I personally think somebody else was driving the car, but I mean, there's nothing that can tell if somebody was driving the car or wasn't, you know. So it's kind of like we're assuming somebody else was, but nobody has actually told us like, yeah, somebody else was driving
yeah,
the car.
whoever did it is really good because there was no fingerprints tampoco,
Oh wow. Okay.
according to the police.
Yeah.
I mean, did she told you anything before that day?
So the day before, I actually spoke to her the day before. And it was like, we would just talk about random things. I don't know if you guys know Jenna McCurdy. Like, she came out with her book about her childhood. And so, no, the iCarly star.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I read her book. And, like, it's such a sad story. And I remember texting her, like, I'm done. Like, and I literally told her, I'm like, I'm not okay mentally. Like, I need a couple days. And she's like, why? What's it about? And I told her, I'm like, you need to read it. Like, it's so good. And then next day, she went missing. It's like she already knew I wasn't okay mentally. Like, and she just left, you know? Like, yeah, so that was like our last conversation about that book. So it wasn't, I mean, she seemed okay to us. No nos dijo nada. Like, usually, I would like to think she would come to me for if she was having, like, I know she would go to my house, like, if she had a bad day or just wanted to vent. I have my little one, so he's like therapy to everyone, you know? So she would just go and hang out with him for a bit, and then she would head home, but no nos dijo, este día, like, the day before no me dijo nada, like, out of the ordinary. The only thing que me dijo fue, like, oh, I had, like, a long day at work. But that's it. Like, she didn't, like, specify exactly qué era.
It's pretty short.
Yeah.
Y por ejemplo, ¿tenía problemas en el trabajo? ¿Algo que usted supiera? ¿O a un, no sé, a un
Pues
enemigo, una enemiga, no sé, algo que usted
Hasta donde sabemos, no.
algo que haya platicado con usted antes de lo ocurrido?
Pues no, porque siempre que la miraba, que platicaba con ella, le digo cómo se sentía y cómo estaba, y todo estaba bien, y decía que
Ajá.
todo bien, que no.
O sea, nada de
Ningún problema, que
Ajá.
estaba a gusto y que todo estaba bien.
Porque nunca llegó al trabajo, ¿verdad? Del gimnasio ya no alcanzó a llegar al trabajo.
O sea, no sabemos si fue al gimnasio.
¿O tampoco?
Oh, tampoco. Oh, okay.
O sea, su attire era, like, como si
Del
fuera al gimnasio,
gimnasio.
pero no sabemos si...
Pero, por ejemplo, tienen una maquinita donde haces como clocking, ¿no? En
Sí.
el sí.
So,
Sí.
no.
Nunca llegó entonces.
Nunca llegó.
O en el gimnasio nunca la miraron, ya no la miraron ahí.
No, fue al gimnasio un día antes, like en la noche. Pero ese día no. I mean, everybody was hoping for her to go to the gym, pero no.
And were they ever able to maybe just through cameras, like just kind of track where her car, like spot it through the streets?
They haven't told us.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, there's a lot of cameras everywhere. I'm pretty sure there's
street lights,
exactly,
everything,
algo, but unfortunately no nos han dicho.
Or looked into her phone or computer, or just anyone that she might have been in contact with.
They have everything. I mean, they have her watch, her iPad, her laptop, su teléfono, and it's been already like 5 months already. Like, they still have them because they're still under investigation, so no nos pueden dar sus cosas. So.
Going back to the car, you guys said you guys just got that feeling like somebody else was in this car.
Yes.
And you guys just don't know if it was she. You do know she left from home, but you don't know if she stopped anywhere in between.
Exactly.
When you guys were looking at the car, did you guys see the seat pushed back a little more? Did you guys notice anything like that made?
So I got there when the cops already arrived. So she was the one who found it. So she would be the one who. Did you notice anything? Like.
Not really. I didn't even notice the keys were like attached to the little wheel. I
they
didn't
were
even know
still there?
because when we got there, the first thing to try was opening the doors, obviously to see if we could find something, but it was locked. Then when the police, after that, we drive like around 10 minutes to get reception porque no había para avisarle a ella. So after that, we came back y ya estaban los policías ahí rodeando el carro. So after a while, uno de ellos lo abrió y miró el teléfono, no nos dejó mirar el teléfono en ese momento, pero dijeron que lo tenían en airdrop mode y ya dijeron, airplane, ¿qué dije?
Airdrop.
Airplane mode.
She was sending pictures.
Oops, never mind. Okay, airplane mode. Y entonces, después de eso, empezaron ellos a revisar ahí, pero no nos decían nada.
¿Ustedes agarraron una llamada de ella ese día?
Ese día no.
¿Nunca trató de llamarles a ustedes? O?
No. Me mandó un mensaje ese día.
¿Oh, sí?
Ese día.
Pero ¿qué decía el mensaje?
So, básicamente me dijo, porque obviamente trabaja mucho. So, casi no a mí la miraban, pero no seguido. So, me dijo que me extrañaba mucho, que me quería mucho a mí al niño, y es todo. So, yo lo miré cuando me desperté 2 horas después. Pero I replied to the message, pero nunca miré que no se mandó. Hasta que ella me dijo, oye, Arelie, ¿has hablado con Arelie? I'm like, sí, like, I just texted her. So, cuando miré que no se mandó, was like, So, I called her like crazy, mandaba más mensajes, pero...
¿A qué horas eran? Como...
Let me check, I have the proof.
¿Era en la mañana, ¿verdad? ¿Era como la mañana?
Era en la mañana, sí. So, I was right here. So,
So it was in the morning.
Yeah, no, sí, me mandó un mensaje a las 6:56 de la mañana.
Ok, so no era tan temprano.
No tan temprano, ajá. So,
But in that period where she was either headed to Big Sur or...
that's the thing. I mean, everybody was like, what's it? Like, you know? Porque, I mean, she sent me a message. I mean, she had reception.
Yeah, and to be able to say those words that she says, that doesn't sound like it would come from a stranger when you start naming your nephews or your family. But still, to just, that's your last text message is saying you love them very much and you care about them. That definitely sends some red flags out.
Yeah, for sure. And I didn't reply till like 53, but I mean, it didn't go through. And then like I went like crazy messaging her, but no message went through. Yeah, so that was heartbreaking. And everybody, I mean, you get like in panic mode, like what's going on, you know? And it was just so scary. It was like a scary feeling.
From that point on, what did you guys feel like needed to be done? What was the first action steps that you guys took?
So at first we waited a couple hours, right? Because like we were thinking the best out of it. Like, okay, maybe no está en el trabajo, but maybe, I don't know, she went somewhere else. But you know, you get that gut feeling like, no, like your sister's like in danger or something's going on, you know? Y se hicieron like las 9, las 10, las 11, las 12 y I got like a little panic attack. Y solo llamé a mi hermana y le dije, ¿sabes qué? Like, I want to cry porque siento que algo está pasando. So, la fui a recoger a ella y nos fuimos con mi mamá. So, pensamos, ok, vamos a revisar si están sus cosas. Si dejó, like, una carta. Pero no, I mean, su cuarto estaba normal, no había nada. So.
Y, por ejemplo, miraron algo raro en el carro, como tratando de, no sé...
No, su carro estaba bien.
It was just the way that it was parked was a little off.
Sí.
Yeah.
No estaba chocado o algo como.
No. Ojalá, pero maybe that would have been like a clue. Pero no,
Yeah.
no estaba.
And I'm sure, and it's strange that the keys, you said the phone and the wallet were all there.
All of that was in the car.
Sí.
Está raro.
You know, usually when you step out of a car, you don't forget your wallet. You don't
No,
forget your phone.
your phone.
You don't forget your keys.
I do.
Okay, not everyone.
Yeah, man.
Maybe I forget to charge my phone.
Right, and it dies.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just must have been an eerie feeling just stepping up to the car and finding it. It must have just. How did you feel when you walked up? Did you already know something's wrong?
Something's off.
Did you get what kind of sisterly vibe? What did you?
It was just the feeling because my husband, obviously her car color is really bright, and
Bright
the
red.
sun when it hits obviously se ve más bright. So my husband was able to detect it from far away. She's like, there it is, it's her car. So at the point we're getting closer and closer, my heart was just like pounding really hard.
Yeah.
And to get there and not seeing her or just anything from her, that tells me, okay, she's here. Maybe she's walking down there. I don't know, but nope, nothing.
And any close friends that she might have had that she might have talked to like before that day also, or did she have any close friends at all?
She has a couple of close friends,
Yeah.
pero unfortunately it's the same thing. No les dijeron.
Nothing.
Ellas nada. Like, todo estaba normal.
No phone calls, no messages. Did they get any text messages like you did, or?
Sí. So, yo sé que su amiga Nelly, ella estaba de vacaciones. So, le mandó un mensaje, like, go enjoy your vacation or something like that. So, sí le mandó también mensaje. He says, that's Arelie, you know?
Yeah.
So, pero nothing out of, like, the ordinary.
Does she have a boyfriend, or was she dating anybody? Or?
She was dating someone at that point, yeah. Pero que yo sé que él no sabe nada.
Just a mystery to him too. Just not that. Man.
Oh, so sí tenía un novio entonces.
Sí tenía un novio, ajá.
Él no sabe tampoco nada, no,
No,
mensajes.
su novio vive en Napa. Su novio vive en Napa, it's quite a drive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How were the? We talked about it a little bit earlier, but explain to me how the search parties got started. What was that something that you guys did, or was that something
The search
Selena's police
parties.
department started? And what? Where did they go? Where are they now? Or
So the first search party was created by the cops, right? It was like the day after, que the cops went. So y después de ahí, like I think like one of Arelie's friends, like a little car crew, or like a friend of Arelie, like that's the first search. I think the day after that too. After that, my mother-in-law. Oh no, and I remember Anna did one too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Arelie's friends also created another search, and then my mother-in-law helped us with the past 2 searches.
Yes, last.
So she planned the last 2. Que unfortunately, one of them was when the detectives called and they said, nos dijeron like, oh no podemos ir, porque tenemos otro caso que ocupa like assistance. So we're like, what? You know, like. So no fueron ese día. So estábamos ahí solos trying to, porque it's private property. Todo ahí es private property. So it was kind of hard for us to actually go in there and check porque no podemos entrar.
so where is there that you guys were searching at? It's private property.
Es un rancho.
Really?
Ajá. Es un rancho. Like huge rancho. And pretty much it's all like fenced up. Like no puedes entrar. I mean, you can, but that's illegal.
So is that close to where her car was parked
Sí.
at?
Yeah, like walking like 5 minutes maybe?
Yeah.
Like really close.
Really? And so what kind of made that the spot to start searching at? Is that private property?
Well, a mí
If
se
you
me
just-
hizo raro, because I mean, it's like this ranch in there, you know, y se mira todo raro, like todo solo, and I was like, okay, like maybe we search in there, pero the sheriffs went there that day, and they were like, oh, sorry, it's private property, you can't go in there. So it's kind of like, really? But no, till this day, we still haven't gone in there, because no nos dejan. Yeah.
And they can't get some kind of permission or what? Or just do anything to get in there?
So here's this ranch. It's broken down. It looks ugly. It's 5 minutes from where the car's parked at. Let's let's just play here. Let's just say, you know, somebody did drive her car and somebody did go there. And it's Bixby Bridge is a pretty well-known bridge where cars are driving up and down. So you need somewhere to go. You're gonna have to go somewhere. It's just kind of crazy that you guys can't get some sort of permit or permission to go and search that area. And you said the cops in the sheriff's department were able to go there, but said
the sheriffs, So pretty much, I don't know if it was after or before. I think it was after that search because obviously no podíamos hacer nada because it was closed down. The guy from the ranch said, okay, sí pueden venir, pero it has to be, what's the word? Planned by the search and rescue. Like, you guys can't just come into my property. It has to be planned out. So we're like, okay. So we talked to like the sheriffs, the person in charge of the search and rescue, y nos dijeron, oh, like, ya buscamos todo, like, no encontramos nada. Llevamos esto, esto y esto, lo buscamos y no hay nada, so es una pérdida de tiempo si hacemos otra búsqueda. So, I mean, everybody was pissed off, like, okay, that's gonna make you feel better, you know? Yeah, so no se ha hecho otra búsqueda after that we know of, at least.
So they mentioned it was a waste of time to go into that ranch?
Yeah,
to look?
because they had already looked. Según ellos, ya fueron a buscar.
At that ranch?
Sí. Ajá.
But here's my thing. So while they're searching, right, they come across a missing girl's dead body, right?
Yes.
And where they found that dead body, was it at that ranch private property?
That's the thing, we don't know. Like, no sabemos que la encontraron en Big Sur también.
So, okay, around how many days after from Arelie went missing did they find that body?
I think it was like a month later cuando encontraron el body de Keelan. Like a month later, probably.
And it was while they were searching.
Yeah, while they were searching for Arelie, and they found her.
And they said, hey, there's no point in searching these areas anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
If anything, they should be searching more.
More, right?
Yeah,
Doesn't that sound...
Sounds off.
That sounds a little off. That sounds... Like you said, it sounds like a movie.
It does,
know?
yeah.
like,
it's like never ending.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It's like when you're watching a movie and it's like, oh, it's common sense. You guys got to do this. And then they go the opposite route. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
why are you going upstairs? Don't go upstairs.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Going back to Salinas Police Department, from your guys' perspective, for me, I know we heard your dad, but how much help or support do you guys feel like you're getting from them? And do you feel like you could be getting a little bit more?
Yes,
I feel like you guys could, but...
So al principio, sí. Al principio, I mean, cuando yo fui a hacer el reporte de policía, like the officer that helped me, extremely helpful, super nice. Y luego, obviously, agarramos los detectives in case... Se miraba que sí, right, Ellie? Like, obviously, we're like, oh my gosh, we're like, you know, they're helping us, you know? They seemed like they were really, really trying hard, you know? And, like, the first 2 days were, like, the worst ones out of... Like, everything's so fresh, you know? And they would come a lot to my mom's house because we were all there. And they would, like, asking us, like, oh, how are you doing? Like, we're checking this, we're checking that. Pero little by little, like, se fueron alejando. And, like, all the, like... info they were giving us, it kind of stopped. And so we're like, okay, like, what's going on? So in the beginning, they were really, really good. But fue después que, like, se fueron alejando, we're like, okay, like, what's going on? And it was, like, the answers, like, oh, no updates. Like, imagine hearing that every time you ask, like, for your missing loved one. Like, oh, sorry, there's no updates. So...
Yeah, no information.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine if that was, you know, your daughter, your sister, your grandkid, and, you know, you're just trying to look for some kind of answers. They keep telling you nothing. I mean, it just sounds very weird how there's no fingerprints. You stop searching, and then you're just kind of at a standstill through the whole situation.
Yeah.
You guys have also done a couple of marches, right? You have one coming up on March 7th.
Yes.
How successful are those, and how much are they helping you out? Or
Oh, she could just get a little closer to the microphone, man.
oh, yep.
I'm like...
Yeah, you can just, like, lean forward a little bit. Sorry. I'm all trying to give signals and stuff, man. This guy throwing gang signs over here. Go on.
You're replying like...
Where are you from? Where are you from? A ver si no vienen y nos balacean.
From Salinas.
I'm sorry.
So the help that you're getting on these marches, how much help are you getting from them? And I mean, has there been anybody that's reached out from them and been like, hey, let me help you guys out a little bit more? Maybe this is something we can try, a different avenue to go down.
Unfortunately, to the marches, casi no va nadie. And it's the sad truth. Like, yes, like in her Instagram account, sí hay muchas personas que dicen, oh yeah, like, because muchas personas usan repost, like, on their stories.
Yeah.
And we're here thinking, like, okay, maybe esta vez se viene más gente a la marcha. It's just family. So it's really heartbreaking, because we need their support.
What day is it scheduled on?
March 7th.
March 7th? What, it
So
falls
it's
on
martes. Right?
Martes?
Martes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then can you give us a time breakdown of when it's going to start?
Yes.
From where to
Let me
where?
get it to you.
From where to where? Like I said, I get off of work at 4. I will be there after 4. And you guys are going to meet up and go to the city council.
Yes.
And speak at the city council for open
Correct.
comments.
Yes.
That's perfect. I'll definitely want to be there and speak as well. Do you guys have any of the board members' support from the city council?
Yes, we have Luis Alejo.
Really?
Luis
Really?
Alejo,
Alejo.
yes.
Wow,
Super
nice.
grateful.
Right
Luis
on.
Alejo. Shout out to Luis Alejo.
Shout out, Luis, mi tocayo. And so what kind of help has he been for you guys? I mean, and what was it like meeting him?
Just by posting a picture on his Instagram means a lot.
Yeah.
Because he's like the first one to actually support us in that way. Because everybody else no quiere. Or, and it's frustrating. But, so pretty much on Tuesday, do you guys know where the Milpa office is at?
No.
No? So it's...
It's called the Meatball Office.
Yes. Okay, Melody Lane. It's in Melody Lane, here in town.
Wait, what's the office again? It's the one
Milpa.
office? Milpa.
Milpa, yeah. Milpa.
This guy's saying
Raza.
meatball.
I said
Yes.
meatball.
So they're
What's
gonna
the
be
address?
339 Melody Lane.
Okay.
Yeah.
339 Melody.
So, raza, ahí apóyennos, mira. Vénganse con todo. Apóyennos, vamos a ir a la marcha el 7. El 7 de la semana que viene, el 7 de marzo, en
La oficina Milpa.
Oficina Milpa.
Yeah, thank you. So eso va a ser, so a las 2:30 la oficina se va a abrir para hacer posters, to do posters for the march. So you guys can go. And then at 3 it's gonna start. So it's gonna start right there, and then we're gonna go to the city council office. And then at 4 for the public comment, como dijo Liz.
Right. And also, I actually wanted to ask is, I think I saw a picture that had a GoFundMe. You guys have a GoFundMe?
We
set
do.
Also?
We do, unfortunately. We stopped getting any kind of like help.
Well, maybe. And what was the goal of the GoFundMe? What do you guys want to do?
Cash reward.
Cash reward?
Cash reward. Yeah, cash reward. I can speak, yeah.
Have you guys considered maybe like a billboard? Like
We haven't, actually. Luis over here, he mentioned it, and
I
we're...
took my idea. It's okay. It's
No, he did give me credit. He did give me credit.
All of a sudden.
He did give me credit.
Me and this guy, we bang heads, and
Yeah.
so late at night when we're both home, we're either he's messaging me reels or we're sending each other YouTube people that we follow. And so one night I'm hanging out, and this guy shoots me this podcast, right? It was called About a Billboard, and you go ahead and speak on it, RJ.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that's a perfect idea, and I brought it up to them, but speak on it.
Well, now you're gonna have to let me. Now I'm gonna have to admit that it was my wife's idea. Damn. So see what you did there? Well, yeah. She actually made me aware of that podcast episode, and one of the ideas was a billboard, and I was like, that would be a pretty good idea. Bring awareness, and then you have to see the face. I mean, you have to see the face. You have to see the information, and you have to drive by it every day. So you can't just forget it. It can't just disappear. It's there in front of you. You know.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, I found 2 companies that do them here in Monterey County, and I was gonna go ahead and send you guys a link. But would you guys ever consider just maybe
Yes.
setting up a GoFundMe?
No,
and,
for sure.
And
That's fine.
us contributing and helping to get a billboard up of her. It puts more out there, like RJ was saying. And you can't ignore it. It's something that you see.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's a great idea. Thank you to your wife. Thank you for bringing it up. No,
cool.
seriously, we're super interested in doing that for
He's
sure.
sad now.
I didn't see it going that way, man.
It's full circle.
Yeah, full circle. Yeah.
You know, I know your mom is in here, and I know Arelie live with your mom.
So yeah, she lives there. Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it just must be really hard for her, you know, the days waking up or just knowing, if she could have approached her, or or just talk to her a little bit more. How's your mom taking all of this?
She's been strong. She did mention that obviously before going to work every day, she has this routine of going to check in her room just to make sure that she's okay before she leaves. Because she leaves like around like 5:30, 5:30, 5:45 in the morning. So before leaving, she would go and check on her room, and once she see that she was breathing, then she would go, relax to work. But Arelie would normally get from work or the gym, whatever. She will eat and then she would go to her room. So yeah.
That's tough, man. It's a Mexican mom. It's tough, man.
Tough women, Mexican
For
women,
sure.
man. Definitely tough women, you brought baby pictures of Arelie.
Yes.
Is there any particular ones you want to share with us?
Las fotos de Arelita que quiere usted compartir.
¿Cuál quiere
maybe
compartir
just-
al
yeah.
público?
One of your favorite ones that you kind of remember?
The teacher.
Escoja su favorita.
Oh, wait, I think this one's one of my favorites. Cuando mi sister Arely se casó.
And that's Arelie right
That's
there.
Arely right there in the black. Yeah.
Nice. Let me pass it on
Yeah,
to the
pass it
guys
on.
over here.
¿Cuál otra le gusta? The first Santa picture? Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited for Santa.
You have the picture of the teacher in there?
I should have looked for it, huh?
¿Vertígeno o qué?
I thought he had it here.
No.
¿Quiere compartir esto? ¿Dónde sale usted?
Oh, sí, esa. That's a cute one.
Muéstrala, amor. Pásala.
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 This is Arelie and her dad right here.
¿Cuántos años tenía hijo de Arely? No se acuerda.
Do you guys have a tip hotline? Anything that people that maybe that saw her or came across her or know anything of her whereabouts? Is there a number they can call?
Yes, there is definitely
Someone
a
they
number
can reach
for
out
sure.
to.
For sure. Let's find it. So it's 831-775-4222.
Sí.
And that
Fue en Navidad.
that number leads to
It's
just a
for
tip.
the anonymous tip line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I know a lot of people are scared to say their name or be involved. So
Yeah.
there's an anonymous line if you don't want to, say who you are. Just
Or if they're like me and don't like talking on the phone, they can shoot you guys a direct message. Some just
Yeah,
on
exactly,
social media.
yeah.
Are you guys on Instagram?
See, we actually, one of Arely's close friends made an Instagram for her, which is the one that we're using to spread awareness.
Okay.
Which is Bring Arely Home.
Any TikTok? Cause man, that TikTok thing's working. My kids were right about that, man.
TikTok, your TikToks were booming. We're getting a lot of views on those
Oh,
things.
okay.
Yeah.
And we're old. We didn't know about TikTok, but shout out to our tech team, his kids.
Okay.
I thought there was an age limit. I thought I couldn't get one. But I guess I can.
Is that Arelie right here? Did you give out the tip number, the hotline number?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
I did.
cool.
I did.
Yeah, so we'll do that, or they can also always shoot them a direct message on Instagram. Shoot us a message,
Yes, for sure.
whoever, or call the PD, whatever. Any information is
speak up.
welcome. And then, I guess our goal here today, maybe not our goal, but one of the key things that we can do is maybe set up, or if you guys want to set up, like you mentioned, that GoFundMe.
Yes, the GoFundMe.
Share the information when you have it, and maybe we can all post it and shoot it out to all the contacts that we have them share it, and hopefully we could get at least enough for the billboard. I mean, I don't know what that
Yes.
runs nowadays, but it shouldn't be too crazy.
I was looking at some, and I would say it was about 6,000 for a billboard for a month.
For a month?
For a month, yeah.
¿Cuánto lo menos que just go?
Right, maybe we could talk to this guy or something.
Oh, he's really good at negotiating.
Yeah, right? Hey man, you never know, man. Maybe if you contact them and let them know what it's for, you never know, man. Maybe they'll.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep, we're gonna be working closely with them. I'm gonna go ahead and send them the links of those two companies that do them here. And yeah, guys, please follow us. Follow their GoFundMe.
Yeah, please.
Show them some support, and let's come together as a community if we can and support them March 7th and give them the numbers that they deserve. You know, this is somebody's kid. This is somebody's daughter, granddaughter,
Sister.
their cousin, niece. You know, sister. So you know that was the whole point of this, was just coming here and letting them know that they're not by themselves. They're not alone. You know, you guys have the three musketeers here, and you know we're very thankful that you know you guys gave us this opportunity today. Yolas.
Primero mosquetero.
I like Los Tres Gallos better, dude.
Yeah,
We went from gallos to musketeers.
Listen, Los Tres Gallos is better.
Yeah. El giro.
El gallo de oro.
Mosqueteros, go back to mosqueteros.
Well, yeah, I guess that wraps it up, man. We have our goal set up. I'm glad we were able to share the information and you know, just bring this back and keep it going and just keep it going. I guess, man.
Yeah, show support and
Show support.
thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining us on the OpenChairPod. Any last things you guys want to say?
Pues nomás que invitamos a la comunidad que nos acompañe a la marcha para el martes 7 de marzo. Les agradeceríamos mucho que nos acompañaran en esta marcha y pues es muy importante para la familia que nos acompañen y estamos pasando por un caso muy difícil y estamos un poco frustrados de que pues no sabemos nada de mi hija y pues, que la comunidad que nos apoye en las marchas para levantar la voz y pongan más atención en el caso de mi hija, a ver si pueden apoyar más. Y pues darle las gracias a las personas que nos acompañen y se les agradecería mucho.